So you want to play Marvel Rivals. In Marvel Rivals, there are 3 types of roles available for you to choose from. We have the Vanguards, the Duelists, and the Strategists, otherwise known as the tanks, DPS, and healers. Let's start with the Vanguard. Number 1, Captain America. You gotta be 18 to 25, military ready, a strong moral compass, and a chat of sorts, and ready to jump around and stall at the main objective for 3+ years until your teammates finally figure out what the objective is in the first place. Number 2, Doctor Strange. You wanna play Doctor Strange, you're gonna have to get a little strange, using portals, whips, and mystical balls of energy on the enemy team in order to hold space like your life depends on it. This is primarily for those of you who want to annoy the enemy team by blocking every single ult in the game with a simple right click. The Incredible Hulk. This is strictly for the ages 15 and under with a doom scrolling addiction. Your primary objective is to jump around the map like there's a colony of fire ants chewing on your balls. And once the queen bites the tip, you Hulk out and get big, stomping on the enemy team like they're the ones who put them there. You must have an abusive relationship with the fellow Namor, and there's no way out of it. If you want to play Groot, you gotta be peaceful, humble, smoke the ganja. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be reliable and everybody's favorite in the game. Groot revolves the game around him, and that's who you gotta be. The Thing. In order to play the Thing, you gotta be a chill guy for real. Listen to anyone from Frank Ocean to Tame Impala, and you're not allowed to communicate with your team or the enemies. You simply do your job by holding space, being immovable, and being loved by everyone. Number 5, Venom. You gotta wear black Air Forces and a shiesty while bumping 2016 NBA Youngboy Classic. You gotta stand like you were written in italics, and you're only allowed to create chaos. You cannot chill for one moment, and you must, under any and all circumstances, dominate the enemy healers, or you will be called trash as your teammates throw the game and blame it on you. Number 6, Magneto. Magneto is a great pick and one I don't see very often because of the amount of pure aura it takes to touch this masterpiece. In order to play Magneto, you must know exactly what the fuck you're doing, and you absolutely must miss every single ultimate you use, and if it does hit, it cannot bring any value whatsoever to the match itself. Number 7, Thor. In order to play Thor, you have to be hated by everyone, even if you're doing amazing. Simply what it is. Your main job is to burst damage for 4 seconds and then retreat as if your dad was whooping your ass and your mom is in the kitchen. Number 8, Penny Parker. Penny is specifically for those of you who listen to the Heart Part 6 by Drake unironically and are the number 1 Kendrick haters. You must have an odd addiction to geek bars and showing up late to your 9 to 5, otherwise it's just not gonna work. And lastly, we got Emma Frost. You must be a prime example of Exhibit A on this video and have safe search off. You must be anywhere from 16 to 47, a straight male with no social life or social cues, and willing to absolutely dominate the match by any means necessary while walking around a horny Iron Man as he chases you spamming the hump animation. And that's about it for the Vanguard. Next up, we have the Duelist class, and their main objective is to insta-lock their favorite character they like to throw the game on. This is specifically for those of you who, whether you know it or not, live for the enjoyment that destroying the hope for victory brings with it. Whether that's for your team or the enemies is entirely up to you. Black Panther. In order to play Black Panther, you have to shotgun 3 Bang energy drinks back to back, then take an ice plunge before starting the game up. This can go one of 2 ways. You're either the best and most annoying player on the planet, or you're absolutely terrible. Black Widow. In order to play Black Widow, you have to A, have a Mantis on your team, or B, hate the devs and yourself, all while attempting to get kills only to end the game off with 2 kills, 9 deaths, and 0 assists. Hawkeye. If you want to play Hawkeye, you're going to need to be a CSGO or Call of Duty Warzone veteran with at least 2 months of playtime in aim labs. Hella. If you want to play Hella, you either A, have a fetish for emo death goddesses, or B, got tired of playing Spider-Man and having your team hate you for it. You're only allowed to use your ultimate at the worst possible time and provide no peeling for your supports. Human Torch. If you're playing Human Torch, you just follow the meta and play whatever is in season. You spam Fire Blast like a fire mage on crack and either get 0 value from your ultimate or get the most value possible and carry your team to victory. Iron Fist. You're like the adopted child of a gay relationship between Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. You either came out of that scarred and unable to execute the legend they left behind, or you embodied their spirits and make your ancestors proud on a game-by-game basis by assaulting and destroying any enemy healers left alone. Iron Man. Jarvis, throw the game and blame it on the healers. You enjoyed playing Skyblock and Minecraft and are looking forward to recreating that feeling in a hero shooter. Your main objective is to sit in the most inconvenient spot, not only for the enemy, but also for your healers while spamming explosive missiles and using your ultimate to completely counter any and all healer support ult. Magic. If you ever played World of Warcraft, this is a Fury Warrior, and you love it. You're a mini tank who teleports and summons demons at their disposal. No one likes you except for your teammates, and you are instantly targeted by the enemies until they finally get you, which takes up half the match and wins you the game. Mr. Fantastic. You are literally fantastic at what you do and no one can stop you. You sling your arms around like you're in a dick measuring contest in Wakanda and winning. If teamed up with your wife, Invisible Woman, you can get MVP 5 times in a row while blindfolded and still eat the enemy team like it's a piece of cake. Moon Knight. You enjoy letting the enemy team know that the moon is going to haunt them for the rest of their years at least 8 times a match. You glide around the map like a batless Batman and do the most damage on either team simply by playing this character alone. Namor. As stated before, you are in an abusive relationship with your team's Hulk and you are the aggressor. Because whether Hulk is played or not doesn't mean much to you. You're going to do just fine with or without him. You launch your Squilliams in the highest and driest spots around the map in order to secure a 30-0 game while spamming Moby Dick and laughing at your DC equivalent. Psylocke. You secretly admire Iron Fist and what he does for the team while listening to I Want to Be Ninja on repeat as you sneak past the enemy line and assassinate healers non-stop, then spawn camp them until their team actually decides to help. Scarlet Witch. You are a left-click warrior at its finest. You counter almost every melee character in the game and use your ultimate at the absolute worst times for the enemy team, securing victory effortlessly on your venture to one above all. You never got over being a single mom in the multiverse of madness, and you take it out on the children that play this game rather than taking a breather. Spider-Man. You are the most annoying character whether you're good or bad at the game. You either go 45-0 or 0-45. Your combos are unavoidable as long as you can land a web shot and everybody hates you. Squirrel Girl. You're just weird, bro, but we love you for it. As long as you bring some value to your team won't mind. But if the enemy team is using an Iron Man and Iron Fist, you feel an uncontrollable urge to continue playing Squirrel Girl in the hopes of throwing the game. Star-Lord. You're constantly getting stun locked and focused whenever you're using your ult in order to avoid bringing any value to the team whatsoever. You love hearing the hit markers add up like points in a Pac-Man game and unload clips into the enemy like you're an undercover TMZ employee at a Diddy party. Storm. I have zero thoughts on Storm because she is nowhere to be found. She fell off the map along with her team up ability with Thor. Punisher. You do exactly that, which is punishing any enemy who decided to be Groot and create space. You are the epitome of punishment and don't mind boasting about it. You are Jonesy from Fortnite and just don't give a shit about what anyone has to say about it. Winter Soldier.
Armed and dangerous! Sorry, what the hell Again!
Wolverine. You are secretly Luna Snow's biggest fan, which is why you continue to fly into the back line and assault her non-stop until the bell rings and the match is over. Once you're enraged, no one can stop you except for an angry Hulk fresh off a Queen Ant signature tip jump. And that's it for the Duelist. For our final exhibit in this video, we're covering the Strategist. And these are for any of you who want to silently carry the game while your teammates blame you for their death, even when they push mindlessly into the enemy's backline and forget to peel the enemy Iron Fist out of your ass. Adam Warlock. Adam is secretly a terrible duelist who got tired of being called trash and decided to have one healing move and a confusing ultimate that revives the team at the worst possible time. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is for anyone who wants a free Lord icon and an amazing ultimate. A good Cloak and Dagger will carry the team to victory back to back to back and not ask for anything in return except for a good time. Invisible Woman. You're either another gooner who stares at the sky while wearing the Malice skin, or you're an amazing D1 draft pick for the finest and mightiest healer out there. Jeff the Landshark. Little Baby Warcrime was made by Hydra in hopes of making the most overpowered and annoying DPS healer hybrid. Your job is to completely body any and everybody in a 1v1 besides Captain America and swallow the enemy team when they're at 99%, then throw them off the map along with yourself, saving the game in overtime. Loki. You are secretly the best strategist in the game, but nobody knows how to play you, so for now you're the worst. You pretend to be an NPC while copying any ultimate available and either saving the game or throwing the game. Luna Snow. You filed multiple restraining orders on any and all melee characters in the game, but none of them get enforced, and you end up reliving your worst nightmare in purgatory for eternity until you actually get teammates who can help get the job done. Mantis. Your ultimate does absolutely nothing, but your damage and support to the team doesn't go unnoticed. You end every game with at least 45 assists and make your teammates proud to know you. And lastly, we have Rocket. Your job is to save your rocket dashes for when the enemy melee users think you're alone, when all along you've been waiting for one of them to be stupid enough to fall for your bait so you can lead them directly into the heart of your team. You hide in trees, rocks, and high places while holding right click and watching Gurren Lagann on the side. Well, now that you know every single character in the game, which one's your main? Which one do you play? Let me know in the comments. By the way, we stream Monday through Saturday, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. If you guys want to come chill with us, join the Discord in the description, and I'll rock with y'all later.